hire someone to hang it because mama can't do it. Welcome back to Floral Place. We're here today to talk about this gallery wall. Watch how we transform it.
All right, we're gonna transform this wall. So this wall is white and we have a lot of black frames, which can be really harsh. You've got the lightest color and the darkest color, and you have nothing in between to help blend it and mix those colors together. I'd like to see us get a more neutral color. What do you think, Teal?
I think our first step is to figure out what from this wall is gonna keep and toss, just like we do with a living room or an entry room or a primary bedroom. Then we need to select either maybe some new art and the frames themselves. Lisa, we want to hear from you. What do you like about the gallery wall and what do you wish was different?
I like that we're starting to get some different prints, but I don't like how all the frames are the same. I want some mix and match, probably kill the clock. I like a mirror, but maybe something different, and just play it up a little bit more. It's a lot of white space, make it more interesting.
Ooh, I'm on board for that.
So we're gonna look through Lisa's camera roll today. We're gonna see what we really like. We're gonna take the colors from this room. Maybe the red's coming from the rug, or maybe the blue coming from the sofa. We're gonna grab some colors and images that she has on her camera roll, and we're gonna carry those colors up onto the wall.
So we have a lot of new art to select to fill and make this a gallery wall.
So the steps that you take might look different depending on the wall that you have. Like we talked about earlier, decide what are you gonna keep versus what are you going to toss. And then you have to decide of the frames that you have, are you going to keep those frames in the existing colorway, or are you going to reframe them? So these are big questions that we have to identify. So right now, we're gonna remove the items that we know that we do not want to use in the living room, and we're gonna go from there. So right here, we can see we still have a lot of black framing to work with, but it's not as heavy. So we're not gonna keep these frames in a cluster like this. I just wanted to see, okay, what do we have left? We're now gonna pull them off the wall, and we're gonna look at what frames would be good with them. Now that we have the wall clear, what the best course of action is next is to measure the space that we want the frames to stay within, and then we're gonna tape that on the floor. We're on the floor, and we're gonna take these pieces and we're gonna arrange them within this square. Let's get to work. I see some perfect spaces that we can now use Lumaprints. We know we're really lucky that we have Lumaprint samples. You can see here we have white, we have wood, we have black. At least have an idea of which direction you want to go depending on your space. And all of these selections you can see on lumaprints.com. My instinct is to grab some warmer woods and maybe a few whites to make an eclectic gallery wall. And so I would look at the colors of the flooring, looking at the materials that are in the living room, like the chair colors, colors coming from the rug, and then see what we feel looks really good with what we have. And then we want to look at different widths and different dimensions to keep the gallery wall interesting. Now keep in mind, if you're not going for an eclectic gallery wall, you'd want to get the same dimension repeatable on your wall for a more classic look. Lisa, what are you drawn to?
I like all the woods. That doesn't narrow down a lot, but I do love all the wood tones. We love a walnut in our home, but I also like mixing in some of the lighter woods too.
We have our wood options in here. It'd be really nice to grab a gold one because we snagged this from the kitchen, and have another gold one that plays off of it. I like the simplicity of this one. So this one would be good here. Walnut would be a great option. These could be a good opportunity for the smaller repeatable ones. Like if we wanted to do 2 small or 3 small sprinkled in so it doesn't get so dark and heavy. I think our anchoring ones, maybe we go with a lighter wood. So now we know what frames we like. We know that we're gonna need a few of these. We know that we're gonna need at least one of these. And we're leaning towards a few smaller of these. So now what we're gonna do is tape this on the wall. So now how do we get this up here? We are gonna start with getting these 2 anchoring pieces taped on the wall, and then we're gonna go work our way from there to figure out what sizes we need to order of Lumaprints. It can be hard to know, how do I fill in the gaps with what size frame? And that's where our Power Hour service, or our Luma Hour service, comes in handy. We will help you figure out what size Lumaprints to order to fill in your gallery wall. This can happen in person or virtual, and it can be booked online. A great tip is to figure out roughly how many inches you want between frames, like 3 to 6, and don't have it perfect, so then you don't kill yourself getting exactly 4 inches between every single frame. So here you can see we're offsetting the frames so they kind of tuck into each other and create an organic feel. So the other thing that professional wall hangers can do is they can take objects, especially if they're flat on the back or like a picture frame like this, that they can hang this on the wall. Why I grabbed this is this wood material kind of matches the wood happening here. And so it might be fun to see something eclectic and small in the gallery wall. Even something like this, she can hang on the wall, which could add some visual interest, and it could balance out the other circular shape that we have. So here's a circular shape over here. So it might be kind of nice to offset it.
This part is really important, thinking about what pieces will go into your gallery wall that will stand the test of time. It's an investment, and it's something that you want to make sure you really like and you want to see for a long period of time.
Oh my gosh, I love that one. It's like a nature photo, but then it has you in it, and the colors would work okay, but what we could do is change the temperature of the color just a little bit so it matches the sofa a little bit more. We'll just add a little bit of green. So this one is wonderful because you look at the colors in your rug, and then you look at the colors in your clothes, and it ties it together, and it's meaningful. Yes, we could get more frames and we could fill it with frames, or we can take our time over the next few months, go shopping when we're traveling, and identify a piece that's meaningful to us that could fill some of these spaces. Or maybe there's something around the house that we haven't thought of yet that we could use. You know, a piece of kids' art that hangs just a little bit down, it's textural, or maybe they make something at an art studio. And that's something we can help you with, is how to identify to fill those gaps with our existing pieces, our Lumaprints pieces, and pieces that are meaningful that we're gonna find in the next few months.
Framing is expensive, but we have found Lumaprints to make it easy, fun, and affordable.
It's so easy to order online. Pick your favorite photos off of your camera roll and get a gallery wall that looks like this gallery would not have been possible without the help of Lumaprints. We took photos that were on our client's camera and we got them on their wall in just a few weeks.
I think it looks amazing. I think mixing items that you have in your house with some photographs that are meaningful to you and getting them in the Lumaprints frames that look like $400 framing, and the quality is French kiss. Love it.
Thank you so much for watching our YouTube. We hope you learned something new about how to put your gallery wall together at home. Click the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much. See you next time.
Oh, whoops. I said French kiss. Oh my God, it's French kiss.